Welcome to the finale. As you can see from the previous screenshot, we won the previous war. Now here we are at the last war of the season. If we win, we're in top 10 masters. If we lose, then we're in top 20. So we're going to kick things off. We're starting off in path 9, and with this Vision Arcus coming in with Isophyne. The plan here is coming in with Power Start 1 boost and getting to an SP. Okay, I didn't have the Power Start 1 boost. I thought I had the Power Start 1 boost. Then I have no idea what I put on. Okay, I did the regen boost. So, but the plan here, either way, is to get to SP2, get our Wither up. That way we can keep his power gain in check for any power that we don't nullify. As you can see, the guy already lost like 3/4 of his health from 1 SP2. So I'm like, I went for the SP1, although at that point I honestly probably could have went for just try to bait it out, because one more SP2 would have sealed the deal in that fight. We're not worried about dying here. Like I said, we have like a 33% reduction on special 3s, and there's nothing really to increase Arcus attack even more. It's just, hey, we're gonna have to heal up after this. So there's our 1 SP2, which if we would have went there the first time, we would have saved ourselves a lot of health and a lot of potions. We still have another Isophyne fight, I believe. So for now, we're going in and we're gonna take on the Mantis with Iceman. So the goal here is ideally push her to SP2 and bait those out if we can. If she does go for SP1, then it's just like, hey, we'll make sure we have an SP1 ready so we don't get hit with the sleep. In the beginning, my plan was just to hit her block a couple of times to bait out the shock phase. Iceman is poison immune, just not shock immune. And we got a decent bit of little frostbites on there. I think at this point my daughter started coming around and just had a whole bunch of questions and all that, so I'm like, okay, we gotta pause it for now. Yeah, daddy duty calls. And I didn't really feel like editing that part out, so here we are. And at this point, I'm just like hitting her once while she's in the shock phase, just to kind of, keep with spacing and everything. But yeah, doing that method didn't really work out. So only thing I'm over here, I'm like, well, I am going to definitely be spending more potions than I wanted this for. And she has a cleanse, so she would have cleansed the stun since she threw the SP1. We fire her SP2, so we're in the safe zone now. Get another SP1 rolling. The plan here is to detonate it once this indestructible falls off, and of course I did that too early. Like I said, we had a couple of close calls of like coming to our end this war season, but so far it's so good. We managed to survive every unfortunate situation we put ourselves in, but yeah. So we made it through. Now we're in section 2, path 7, and we have the Psychic Thorns Serpent. So this one I'm definitely using the Power Start 1 boost. And the plan here is to get to Isophyne's SP2 to place Wither. This will allow us to keep Serpent's power gain in check for any buffs that we don't nullify. After that, fire a couple of SP1s to get more energy vulnerabilities, and then an SP2 should end it. Since Isophyne's awakened, she places a marked passive, so Serpent can't go, the cheat death, immortal, or whatever you want to call it. The goal here is also not to parry. If you do, you place a unblockable on the opponent. Well, if you place a non-damaging debuff. So we get our SP2 up. Now the goal is throw a couple of SP1s while we have at least 2 bars of power. That places 2 invulnerabilities instead of 1. So right now we have 4. And if Isophyne's crit rate wasn't that bad, we would have went for the SB2, but that's like one of her downfalls. The crit rate is horrible. So after we get 6, we go for the SB2 because we knew then we would finish the fight. And lo and behold, we finished the fight. Alright, so I'm just checking through all my boosts. I'm like, let me get this combat regen boost coming on. So, because I know I'm going to be blocking a lot against Jabari. And we're changing all of the mystic boosts we had going on for mutant. I'm trying to move, somehow we clicked on somebody's name, but hey. Now this will be our final fight of the season, final war, you know. So I'm like, okay, we gotta drop some units on this potion right here. Which really could have been unavoidable, but hey. At this point, I am like 5 crystals away from Dark Phoenix, but I wanted to finish out the war season. So at least I know, like, you know, I know for sure I have units for potions and all of that. Though I was pretty certain I did a power combat regen boost, but oh well. So the goal here is just, you know, punish any specials, ideally. Okay, we did the indestructible, not combat regen. And we lost our indestructible and one special. But hey, so right now we're gonna have to wait out this unblockable that she has going on. And the goal here is to punish her specials going forward so we become unblockable and not her. So we go into our striker, plan is to use a heavy to detonate these frostbites, and luckily for her, one of them expired a little soon, so had we detonated 5 instead of 4, it would have been over after that heavy, but 1%, nothing RSP1 couldn't kick off. So here we are. I've done my contributions to this war. We first shot going with Masters, and hey, you know what? We actually went deathless this season. I don't feel like, you know, I had a lot of those big major boss fights, but shout out to our planner. Like, you know, guy did a solid job. What can I say? Yeah, we had some cool, interesting fights. We got to use champions like, let me pause this. You know, we got to bring champions like the leader into war, who I personally feel has one of the best regen reversals in the game at the moment, or at least, if not the best, one of the more, probably the quickest, you know. So we got to showcase leader, we got to use Isophyne. They had a lot of Iceman to use. I got to use Deathless She-Hulk, got to take down Armanzola, Deathless Thanos. I got to use Shield for a few fights. So yeah, this was a pretty fun war season. Overall, this cool group of guys, glad to be here. So stay tuned to know exactly how the war ended and for the upcoming war rewards. So until next time, see ya.
That's all, folks.